awesome, dude.
Decent.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. Access to the basics.
That is awesome.
Yeah, you did.
And back here, there's a little thing we can take it off. This one just goes into like the fuel filter, little control module for the generator, stuff like that. There's the air sucker, you gotta have that open, right? That's the air intake for the cooling of the engine. It blows out back there. A gap that goes over the muffler, past the engine, and it goes straight down, so that's gotta be open. But since it's kind of tinny, I don't know how it's gonna sound.
Oh, the bus is
A lot of
loud as
times,
fuck anyway, man.
a lot of times the you know those boards you can get. It's like fiberglass insulation, right? A lot of times I've seen them sheeted with that. You know, just as long as you can take the bottom off, obviously. If it's noisy, I don't know if it will be or not. I was thinking, like, rather than okay, this is the control that would hook up to your whatever, your bus, your control, so you can start it inside.
Yeah.
But if you just want to eliminate that, just like because the fire's up and it right away kicks out power, we have to have power going this 12 volts going to this. So I was thinking like you put a toggle switch or something here, just for the moment. And this runs the pump, the fuel pump, and the solenoid and the carburetor. So you gotta have 12 volts going to that. Obviously, you want to not forget to turn it off though when you turn the generator off, because it'll keep sucking power. So that's really all you gotta know about that. And then it's just like a diesel. You push the start, right? You push it and you hold it, and even after it starts, you gotta hold it for a couple seconds. It's not gonna grind the gear. It automatically disengages as soon as it's producing power. So you hold it there for a couple, 3 seconds, and then it takes off and keeps going.
Sweet.
But that, yeah. And
Oh, holes. Oh, bolt holes.
I was thinking that side, but
Holy, what were you shooting? Nuts and bolts?
oh, you know, it's just experiment with different kinds of buckshot.
No. Well said. So, we go over here.
Looks safe.
Oh, high voltage power supply.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. I need some more capacitors, a bunch of them. I'm gonna make one. That's what that bucket is. It's like this. Supposedly they work, but here, let me move
What are you
this.
gonna make, what are you gonna do?
I have no idea yet.
Make an engine run on water?
That wasn't my first plan. I don't know. Just
What are you doing, just making some fire? Burning?
yeah, it's pretty potent. It sucks a lot of power right now. It's like an HID. You know how those work. Give her a little air gap there and send some power to her. It's not done. I mean, it's like it needs like a bunch more of these capacitors, but so it's pretty high voltage.
Decent.
You
Buddy.
don't want to stick your finger in there.
No.
What you got here, Nelson?
Oh, the differential's a little hot.
You see a little warm? Is that normal?
Oh, yeah. Have you checked your fluid lately?
Never.
Never. I guess it's not too bad, but you might want to check that.
Give it a top up.
Give her a little changey poo.
Well,
We fucking started firing it. Find out.
I'm getting there.
You just burning through the wire?
Yep, sir.
Oh, for
It's got to come off anyway.
fuck's sakes.
Is that trim clad?
Trim clad and gas.
Trim clad, yeah.
Yeah,
There it works.
pretty good. Yeah. First. And what customs that is.
Doesn't look bad.
Red Iron Repair. What happened?
Getting some fender flares on there.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's really pretty great.
And saunt it.
Yeah, sure.
That one. What happened?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Hey, that doesn't trick, eh? Good thing you're not a polar bear.
Get a sunburn on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Herpity?
You're getting,
What do you think?
yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty much the same setup as your Dodge I'm working on right now, like the those big ass diesel, the dumper. Fucking idiots. one of the new guys, right, threw diesel in it. So Phil he was freaking on, right? The kid, he just quit. You know, he got in shit so many times, he was just, fuck it, he quit. So he walked off the job, walked up the hill, like,
Why?
I'm done, right?
So he put dyed diesel in it and fucking freaked out?
Phil was about to yell at him or something, or was yelling, I don't know, and the kid just took off, right? So Rick, he was to, you know, like after hours, whatever, like, safing it out. No big deal, just safing it out. You know, get some fresh stuff. Well, now they decided to stick some, there's this 45-gallon drum of just kife. It's just, okay, so we got places to put the oil, right? Used oil, but nowhere to put like old, scummy, like crap out of the cleaning bucket or, you know, the parts cleaner or old gas, whatever. So it goes in there. They put that in there and it's like half water, right? It's outside in the rain. Cap doesn't even seal, right? It's been out there for years. So it doesn't even smell, like to me it doesn't even smell at all like diesel. It smells like paint thinner and bar sol and who knows, kerosene. It's like all nasty, nasty. And they threw that crap in there. Gallons of it. Fired up, drove it for a day, and then, yeah, the injectors are worth something like $750 or something each. They're all clogged to fuck. Like I opened up the fuel rail, right off the rail, like it went through all the filters. The sending unit in the tank, I had to pull that out. It was clogged. You couldn't even see the filter screen, so I pulled that out, cleaned it all out. That's questionable now because there's so much dirt and crap that went through it. It's not just water, it's dirt.
Yeah, these Cumminses too, they
So
fuck,
it went
they
into
don't
the,
like that.
yeah, and it made it right through the water separator slash like final filter, right into the fuel rail. Like there's this bypass plug right at the end of the rail. Those things like $900, but anyway, pull it out and the whole surface, you couldn't even see the hole, like where the fuel bypasses. It was just a massive clog of rust and dirt. So
Why would they
if you get filth at that point, you know all your injectors are
fuck.
massively plugged. So yeah, and you got to pull the rocker cover off and pull them all out, and they're just big expensive bastards.
Yeah.
Completely. You know, they could have just ran to the gas station, but nope.
Doesn't he have tanks of diesel there, or that's dyed?
Just the dye stuff, and that's, you can't put it in your vehicles. It's only for
Agriculture,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, the
Tractors and
lawnmowers,
stuff.
whatever. But and then we got the Kubota down. And like I was telling you, from the steering column back, everything's gone. It's just up on blocks and shit. It's like the whole back end had to come off. But preventable as well. They overloaded it. There's no slip clutches. Like they're not. Well, the rotor tiller was hooked up to it. You know, the slip clutches on the PTO. Yeah. But you have to properly adjust them to the machine you're operating with, right? And it's like sometimes it becomes seized up too, whatever. But you know, everything else doesn't have it. So years and years and years of using it like that, you know, overloading it, and then it looks like from where the gears were engaging, the way they were, you can see the wear on them. It looks like because the lever's down here and the clutch is up here. So I'm thinking, yeah, it's kind of awkward. Whatever, you push the clutch down and engage it and release the clutch, but that's, you have to do it. But I'm guessing what happened was, oh, forget the clutch, and they were jumping. That's what it looks like. The way the gears were just destroyed, like where they first started to engage, the teeth were just crushed, gone, like breaking right off. So I don't know, that was like $1,400 in damage and about a week's labor. So
It's not too bad though, considering.
yeah,
You got
but
all that
there's-
together?
You know, with the shop being redone. No, we're still waiting for the parts to come in, but you know, the shop, the whole back's being tore down and replaced.
Oh, yeah?
So all the crap back there, and we have constant flow of shit coming in, right? So it's frustrating as can be when all that stuff has to be done. Now we had to rush through it, and all this landscaping equipment is just being destroyed by just, you know, no common sense going on.
We've probably put 100 hours into the fucking thing between us.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh my goodness. So there's what it looked like. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Piece of shit. So now, turned it from that, like all crusty rusty,
Mm-hmm.
right, to like that. Painted it. Poured a fucking concrete fucking pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dug fucking all this bullshit. Got new chains. Poured concrete. There's the fifth wheel. There's the other fenders.
So it's when you put your, like, you drive your tires on, it's not like,
Yep, see there's the posts, right?
Yeah.
Couple posts.
Looks good.
And we got yellow shit on it now too. We've got ordered new cables, right? There's the bus. I don't know if you've ever seen the bus.
Oh, no, I haven't seen a bus.
Check fucking that out, dude. Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome? It's bussy. So I painted all the bits for it yellow, the ram, rebuilt the ram, like $260 for a fucking
Plastic widget.
plastic widget. Bumper build. That's a good fuck. That's a good jack right there, Nelson.
Yeah, I know, that's one of the things I gotta get. My good jack, it's kind of fucked up. Seals have to be replaced.
Oh, buddy. How do you replace the seals of the
I want to
jack?
get bigger than everything I got here for jacks, you know, but.
Look at all your fluids and sprays, buddy.
Yeah, but most of that shit was already here, like all over the place, but just had to kind of throw it up there. Ain't much, but I got the basics.
Have you used your spot type sandblaster?
I haven't used that yet. I keep buying these toys just because I know I'll need them one day. But, yeah,
Me, same.
use it every week. I get some new toy or two. There's a lot of stuff I can use.
Friggin' Nelson. Friggin' Nelson. Friggin' Nelson. Friggin' Nelson. Oh, that's handy. Look at him go over there. It's like a liger cat. Are you related to the liger cats, Nelson?
Nope.
I think he's a repair ninja. Just jumps to it, fixes things.
Cat. Are you a fix-a-cat, Nelson?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that's a good power launcher, Kurt.
Hmm.
Exhaust just blasts right into the... That's good. That's a good cart for your power washer, buddy.
Hey.
That's a good cart.
Yeah, worse.
What happened? What's tell me the story behind this here?
Well, I got that pump from you, remember that? When we were doing that job and you said, here, you can have that, you don't know if it works. Works fine. So, I just bought one of those, whatever, Princess Auto engines and threw it on the cart. And it's been working all this time good.
You fucking son of a bitch. Yeah? Look at Nelson go, that son of a bitch.
It's crude, but effective.
Works fine, he says. Well, what do you know about that?
Hey, you should have kept it.
Well, clearly. Oh, I got a power washer. You help me out lots.
Alright, hope this thing doesn't fall on my head.
It fucking bested, Nelson.
Oh, yeah. No problem. Can't fix it right now. It's cold.
Piece of piss.
Well, just go here.
So where's the oil going?
Yeah, well, one thing at a time. Anyways, it's like it's one of these steel lines right here, like that. But this hose goes like down below, about halfway down. It goes into a steel line, and right where the rubber goes into it, like it's just so rotted. Looks like it's coming right through the metal. I mean, you can't be sure until you replace it because there's like hitting the pulleys and shit and spraying all over the place. But I can see like fresh drops coming right off that connection. So the oil doesn't look too bad to me.
Cool.
Yeah, the old lady appreciated if it was Phipps, I'm sure.
Yeah, big time.
Yes.
Scared the shit out of
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It's like a bit of a cramper to get in there, but it's not too bad by the looks of it. I didn't see where the tube ended up at, but I've seen where it was hooked up. And
So I never noticed the dripping fucking water before.
Well, not until they came back the third time is when they said about it. See, it was it was like the second or third time it happened. They said about it was pissing water. Like the first two times, like it just had no water, you know. But like fuck, I mean, if that was all going through the engine, there'd be steam coming out the exhaust like a fucker. It wouldn't run.
yeah, it shouldn't be too much. Hopefully. rough.
Is it?
Kind of. Well, you know the flex tubes and all that, like they fall apart. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just brace it up for now. Try to keep it from totally breaking off. It works.
Perfect.
I used it all last year myself. Yeah.
So did you burn the fucking wires right close to the parts?
I should wrap some, like it's far away from everything, but I should just spin some tape around it just in case, but you know, before you take off. Just in case it was actually turned on, whatever, and you didn't know it.
Next thing you know,
Rusty's burnt to the ground.
And shit gets on fire.
burn my truck to the ground.
That,
Now you'll make out his hand terrible. That's
Oh.
what I call him Magnet.
yeah, I don't want that happening.
No.
Got too many close calls.
6-inch grinding disc and a 4-inch grinder with no guard on it.
Oh yeah.
Using a cutting disc for grinding and the,
On
pushing
concrete.
on the side, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can do that. Well,
A little bit, not
little bit.
too much.
not too much
and
at
it
all.
shattered and went through the back of his hand.
Mm.
Just filleted it open.
Yeah, that could open your gut pretty quick too.
Mhm.
I had one of those blow up on me. Right there, a coworker. Actually, it was like the thing was working at the end of the day. I come in the next morning, go to use it. It was fractured, right? And there's no fiberglass in these things, right? It's
Yeah.
just like
Just a rock.
sand, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, the slightest little fracture, and it'll take off working, and you think it's all good, and all of a sudden it starts vibrating real quick, and all of a sudden it just blows up on you. Those things hurt. But that cylinder head, that's bad enough. What'd you do here, bud? Ouch.
Buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, so the wire's not cut, like I just like spliced it into it, right?
Yeah, just burnt fuck out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you gotta cut the fucker up anyway.
Everything that they fix comes right back.
Well, you got this new guy, he's not too bad, right? But there's a couple other guys that just can't do it. You can't even teach them right. So I don't even know. I don't even know why they're there, but
Buddy,
not as
your
bad,
shirt,
it's just-
your shirt has 3 legs.
yeah. Yeah, Karen bought me this.
Oh my goodness.
Gifted.
Yeah. Classy.
Yeah.
Well then.
On that bombshell.
Yeah. I just sicked in my mouth.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, let's go.
Maybe we could get a job at Phil's. I'm sure you'd love that.
Do you think Phil would hire me?
Yeah, that'd work out good. What's that?
I was just making sure it didn't do anything to the grass.
It's not wet.
Alright, well, we should split.
I'll give you a call probably tomorrow.
Like maybe you could just take a tube, like a piece of tube. Or is it
The
like?
man I had here probably has a tube on it. Probably, but alright, I'll figure something out.
Right on, man.
Take it easy.
Much obliged. Shoot you.